Hey fellow world dwellers, it's Angry Turtle, and today I'm gonna share with you my latest version of Experience Farming Machine. My latest build that I will be using to speedrun the scoreboard, or at least progress as fast as it is possible with minimum time investment. Here's my intelligence, 79. Let's start with a quick example run. How much experience I'm getting when max out for that. Look at the first kill, 2232 experience. That's exactly what we are looking for. And then look at the speed. Look at the speed of clearing. Now, of course, I'm just shooting, but that's not where the speed lies in. All this shooting is just to get my adrenaline up and running. Okay, enough sneaking. They cannot do much. Anyway. Now we go. Now we go. It's a little bit tricky, like, to get the toss right way. It's not always perfect, but that's about 12k. That's above 12k per distance. And that was more than 10k. Exactly how much I don't know, because I level up, which is a good thing. And then one more toss in here, as far as we can get it. And that's like 22. Plus we can finish off this guy. And we can go to the basement. In order to do not waste any time, as I need to wait 1 minute for those super mutants to respawn. So I go to basement. I'm not wasting any time. I'm not wasting grenades here, as there is just a small bunch of them. So there is no need to do that. Just shoot them down. There is more. Just shoot them down. And to absolutely optimize, after I shoot them down, I have a tent just on the outside. So I can fast travel directly to the outside tent that is next to entrance to the west deck. So you can see the time, including the loading screens, how much it takes to make a full rotation, to make a full clear up, and earn approximately 60 to 80,000 experience, depend how well grenades will land per one run. 60 to 80,000 experience. And now I will focus only on stuff related to experience grinding. It will not be like my every single build showcase. I will not go over every single detail of the build. I will go over everything that's related to experience. So first, that's my experience loadout. And as you can notice, intelligence is maxed out. That's because intelligence boosts your experience gain. So it is important. It needs to be maxed out. Under my legendary perks, I do have on top of that intelligence. All it does, it gives me extra experience. No more special points, no more, like, I mean, it gives special, but doesn't give any room for more perks. So it's purely for extra experience. I do have detonation contagion. Sometimes it helped me to get one extra kill with a grenade, sometimes two. It's not very good, like, that's the least impactful perk, but I'm adding absolutely everything that can help. As I'm going with stealth approach, I can follow through. Although stealth, non-stealth approach, that's not actually important for experience. Now, the perks. I do have plenty of carry weights and stuff, but important ones are, as I'm using nuka grenades, then there is Grenadier to increase the radius. There's Fire in the Hole that helps me to aim with them and throw them a little bit farther so I don't hit myself. The other perk that is important in here, Night Person. Wherever there is a night, I'm getting extra free intelligence. Higher intelligence, higher experience. There's a Chem Fent, because I will be running Berementats all the time, so I save on Berementats. They last twice as long. And by the way, about consumable buffs, I do have all those guides on my channel under the guide playthrough section. You can find them there. I mean playlist, guides playlist. You can find all the guides for the specific farming stuff. Charisma, inspirational is here, more experience. Strength in numbers is here because indirectly it does buff experience gain because your mutations are stronger. I always play on the team when I farm experience. Under intelligence, important one is Demo Expert and Nerd Rage. Both those perk cards boost my damage with grenades. Under that agility, I have max out adrenaline. I stack first initial kills before I start tossing grenades to get 60% damage boost. It is really important to get as many kills as possible per single grenade. So adrenaline is here. Bloody Mess, another perk that can boost damage with my grenades. That's the main focus. Damage of my stealth build is not really important here. The damage of my grenades is. So there is Bloody Mess. There is some defensive, just in case. Curator, incredibly important, as bubbleheads and magazines are usually very expensive. I was lucky because like several months ago, I think there was some exploit going on. So from player vendors, I was able to buy quite cheap magazines and bubbleheads. It is how it is. I was able to find them in player vendors. I bought them. It can be a little bit harder now. Good with salt. I have so many buffs, so many food buffs that it is like a must. One of the most important perks. I don't want to lose those. Now, what I'm using. My gear and other stuff. First, Nuka grenades. Incredibly important. The key factor in here. And I do have a perk to reduce weight of explosives, as otherwise I would not be able to carry 400. How I have so many? I craft those. I have full guide for grenades too. And on my last live stream, I was basically doing full prep. So if you have like 3 hours to spare, oh, I'm joking, you don't need to watch the last live stream in full. But you can check it out if you are bored. Now, the fixer I'm using is instigating, and that's the important part. It is amazing fixer by all the legendary, but double damage if target is full health, that's the important part, because this one carry over to Nuka grenades. So I have instigating Nuka grenades, that's the important part. If you pay close attention, it is modded with 0.38. The main reason for that, I like the sound. I'm honest here, I like the sound of this caliber, so that's why it's here. It absolutely doesn't matter if you use different receiver. Now, my armor. And here is only one focus in mind. All of it is unyielding and +1 intelligence on second star. It shows on top, but it's actually a second star when intelligence come in play. So it's all +1 intelligence. It's not even a full set. It's a mix. It's a mix of different pieces, but they have one thing in common. All of them unyielding +1 intelligence. So you are able to see one is even 2-star. It doesn't matter. As long as it's unyielding +1 intelligence, it maxes out my experience gain. Now, apparel, another important one. I'm actually using here chem reduction. I forgot to rename it. It's not grocers. It's chemist. I'm using chem reduction on my backpack. But important one is this. Flannel, shielded flannel, +3 to my intelligence. That is important. So I have that. And all the buffs. Starting from camp buffs. Camp buffs will be mechanical derby game. If you missed that on the scoreboard, if you didn't get this reward in previous scoreboard, you can still use it if you find it in other player camp. So you can still get +2 intelligence for just pressing the button. And 5% experience buff for the sleep. I have both next to each other so I don't forget. Stasis chamber is a bet, so I take the sleep buff, I take the derby buff from my camp. After that, I have all my buffs on the quick wheel. Bear in mind that's on top because this will be used frequently, every 10 minutes. Then Cranberry Relish, the best buff. Oh, I didn't show you my mutations. Let me do that first. Mutations. The important ones. Adrenal reaction for damage. You need that to kill mutants with those grenades. You need to be low health. To maximize, there is no other choice. If you want to maximize experience, you need to be low health. If you are fine with not maximizing experience, then obviously you don't need to. Egghead. That's the must-have. Intelligence +8. That's huge. Herd Mentality, extra free special when grouped, and Herbivore. This doubles the benefits of experience buffs from my food. So incredibly important. those are the important mutations. Now back. Cranberry Relish gives you direct experience boost. Brain Bombs give you more intelligence, therefore more experience. Lunch Boxes, this is the strongest buff. 4 of them, 100% experience boost. Marsupial Serum, reason for that is Marsupial Mutation reduce your intelligence. If I pop Serum for 1 hour, the side effect is not present. Then either Serum or playing without Marsupial, if you want to absolutely max out intelligence. Live and Laugh number 3. This magazine gives you healing from veggies and fruits, but what it actually do, it gives you extra 50% to effect of veggie dishes. Therefore, it's boosting my Cranberry Relish. So it is the strongest magazine for experience farming. And then Bubblehead Leader for full gain. All of this stuff is required. Now, if you see my special at this moment of someone left team, it's 75. But if I will get another teammate, that's 76. And when it will be night, because now it is not, when it will be night, soon, in like 3 hours, I will go up to 79 intelligence. And that's when my experience gain maxes out. 79 intelligence. Now, all the effects that you can see, Berry Mentas boosting intelligence, Bubblehead Leader giving me experience, Casual Team intelligence, then intelligence boost from Derby Game, +2, then Marsupial Serum to suppress negative effects, so I'm not losing intelligence. Then I have Very Well Rested, those are lunch boxes, 100% to my experience gain. Well Rested, that is sleep, 5% to experience gain. If you die, this one disappears. You need to sleep again. After that, Brain Bombs. Over 11 intelligence. That's all together with Herbivore and Magazine. Live and Laugh number 3. Magazine is in here. Healing from veggies and fruits. Live and Laugh number 3. After that, Cranberry Relish. 37% boost to your experience. That's of course Herbivore plus Magazine again. So those are my temporary buffs. It does require a lot of attention to keep it all up and running at all times, but you are farming so crazy fast, as you were able to see. I do believe it is absolutely worth it if you want to get this score progress super fast. As you know, every 10,000 experience is 100 score points, so every 5 super mutants killed is 100 score. It is not a high requirement for progressing score. It is easier than doing dailies or weeklies quite often. So yeah, that is the fastest progression until you hit rank 100 on the scoreboard. And that being said, it will be everything that I wanted to share in this video, as update is dropping tomorrow. And I have so many questions how I'm doing this quick score progress and what kind of build will I be using this time, as I do tend to change it a little bit around every season. So this is my current version. This is what I will be using for Season 10. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you a lot for watching, and see you all in the next one.